Hey everyone, welcome to my thoughts and theories on the ninja. One of the ninjas expiring, as confirmed by someone on Twitter named Tommy Anderson, who is a co-creator. And from what I've been seeing on Discord, everyone believes it's gonna be Lloyd. And now I'll get into the reason for all this in a second. Let me just explain to myself. First of all, sets have leaked, some of them, not all of them, and all that. And from what I've read, they're saying a teaser video was released, but to be honest, there's no. I've looked everywhere. There's no evidence of a teaser being released. No evidence. I literally looked everywhere. Plus, some of the stories that says on the page for season 9, which I will have displayed which is being displayed on this video. So look at that. It doesn't make sense with the rest of the season. But anyway, at least the Oni part doesn't make sense. Because from what you heard in the story of this season so far, like the old ladies told the story, like there was the Oni, there's only one Oni. The rest were masked. So anyway, from the sets, people have assumed, because Lloyd's not in any of them, that he's gonna be the one ninja and dies. Okay. Now, just because he's not a set does not mean anything. There have been sets in the past where characters weren't in, but just because they weren't in doesn't mean something was gonna happen. Like they assumed. For example, the Rebuilded season, the sets for them, they didn't have anything for Wu. They only had Tech Wu. So everyone thought he was gonna be evil the whole season, but he wasn't. It was only evil for 1-2 episodes. And it was a thing, and so does not mean anything. And from the sets, they have gotten that, there's only 5 ninjas, Skylar's in it, apparently, so thing, and all that, and yeah. They also have a character in the sets and all that, and the picture on the set is like a golden samurai thing, so now they think it's going to be focused on him, and because he's the golden samurai, and they believe he's the Master Gold Dragon, and they're going to be like, he's going to be my new Master Dragon. There's only 2 people that have been the Master Gold Dragon. That is the first Ninja Master, and Lloyd. Okay? And yes, in Hands of Domino and tournament elements in between those times, he did have green power. That's because he, kind of split his powers in between the ninjas. But he still actually has it in. It's just, it's inside. Because he did, awoken their powers, which diminished his. But he still has the golden power. It's inside him. He can't get rid of it. Unless, of course, he had a kid. But, he didn't. So, anyway. So, the Master Golden Dragon is either the first Ninja Master, which is highly unlikely, or Lloyd. Which means if the Golden Samurai is the Master Golden Dragon, it would be Lloyd. And if it's not, it's going to be very confusing. Almost as confusing as Zane having lost powers, because Zane's a robot, so still got to explain how he got his powers. Okay, and if they do that, I will be very annoyed, because it will make no sense. Because what they've said in the past is they inherit it. That's why Zane's always been confusing. Also, according to what people have read from according to this page that I'm finding all this information on, with the leaked sets, people are now assuming, they look at the sets and they see they look at they actually think that because the Master of the Golden Dragon is Kai. The reason for this is because they see a scar on him similar to Kai's, and now they're thinking Kai's, which would be really, really stupid to do. That's really stupid. He's a fire ninja. He's not the golden ninja. He hasn't got golden power. He's the fire ninja. He's not the master. Okay, so there's absolutely no way he's there. And if he is, I will be making some complaints. I'm going to be ranting about next season if this all comes to pass. So you better hope it doesn't, because I will make I don't really like rants, but I will make a rant video just to be annoyed if they do this. Also, in the past, there have been other ninjas who have died. So, with this season, same thing could possibly happen. But remember, there's only one character, which wasn't a ninja, that has passed on. Actually, two characters if you include Wood, but he's not really passed on. He's stuck in time, so he can still come back. And they can, but they also bring Gamdan back, but an evil version of him. But yeah, Gamdan's the only one that sacrificed himself that hasn't come back. Okay, but there's only been two ninjas that have actually, died or almost died and come back. That is Zane, and he came back right at the end of the season. You remember how he came back? Okay, he went in the machine and built himself a new body. That's what was happening. And Nia got hit with the poison from the thing, poison from a tiger with a venom, and was dying. Now, she didn't actually die, but she basically would have if, Jay didn't make his wish to go back to make time reverse. So that never did happen, but it still happened. So the same thing could possibly and hopefully happen this season, where a character does like Nia or Zane, and then comes back right at the end, as a credit cliffhanger type thing. And then we move on to the next season. So that's what kind of. You know what else could happen? Maybe Lloyd gets, sent to the, Oni realm, or the first realm, and they think he's gone. They think he dies. I think there's lots of different ways of doing it. Just him saying yes to someone saying doesn't need to die does not really give you much information. It says, there's a lot you can do with this. A lot of possibilities. But anyway, to sum up this whole thing, basically, it's confirmed by Tommy Anderson that a ninja will die. The rumors surrounding Lloyd there's so much that counteracts that. The sets that leaked and the information for season 9 is flawed, because the seasons, we're not even halfway through season 8, so they won't release any of the actual series information for season 9 until closer to it. The sets leaked will not give away the plot. Okay? There's still a lot of unanswered. And as for the characters that have been supposedly leaked because of the sets, the ninjas, yes. Scala, remember, I remember the Ghost season and the Skybound season were meant to have her as main character. They never did. So that could still be changed. And the Master of the Golden Dragon, yes, could be going somewhere, but if it's going somewhere, it has to be either the first Princess and Master or Lloyd. They're the only two who have a Master of the Golden Dragon. There's no one else. Unless, of course, Rumi turns out to be Lloyd's sister, and then she also inherited the powers. But technically highly unlikely, because there is a photo of her with her parents, and looks nothing like Gamdan. So that's impossible. So anyway, so that is most likely 99% Lloyd. So Lloyd is not going to think. So all those things, rumors about Lloyd perishing, I'm 99% sure it's not going to come true because of that. Because that one information that says Master Gonjan. Anyway, that's my little stuff on season 9 and season 8 Ninja dying rumors and thing. It is confirmed apparently from him, but it could, he said yes, that's all he said. So, anyway. In the comments below, let me know what you think about these, the ninjas dying, Lloyd, and, all that. The leaked sets and all that. Let me know. and you know, I will be doing episode 79 when it happens this Saturday, so look for that. Alright.